Let's get into Cousin Dan Fridays, man. This is the local news segment we have each and every Friday, as you see it up here. A lot of people fuck with this segment. We've been getting a lot of great feedback on this, man. Dan, man, Cousin, what's going on? What you got on your mind this week?
Man, all right. I got 4 topics for y'all today. I want to start off with I'm sick of Kodak Jack. Okay, who is Kodak Jack?
Kodak Jack.
Kodak Jack is Lamar fucking Jackson. I'm sick of this shit, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Talking about quarterbacks, talk about NFL. This shit it segues perfectly. Okay, Lamar fucking Jackson, bro. I'm tired of this motherfucker going out right. Like last night, he had a good game. No complaints there. When that motherfucker go out, you know, have his 2 fumbles, throw his 2 picks. I'm sick of criticizing the shit and then motherfuckers acting like I'm talking about Dr. King or some shit like that.
Thank you.
Just because the nigga got braids and shit, it don't mean I can't. Like, I don't hate myself. Like, motherfuckers act like you self-hate because he asked 1 game and I call the shit out. Like, yo, this motherfucker's ass, he had a bad game. It's okay. But I'm sick of his fucking fans, bro. Just because he listened to Kodak and he wanted them call. It's a lot of black QBs that catch hell. Geno Smith, black as this nigga, man. Geno be having ass games. It's okay to talk about it. But if I say some shit about Lamar Jackson, then goddamn it, I don't believe Rosa Parks. Then I'm sick of the shit.
This is what they fought for. Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King fought for the right for quarterbacks to get their fucking bag and revert to being mediocre. Shout out Geno Smith.
They fought for end zone picks to watch wide receivers. Rosa Parks sat on the bench. Rosa Parks sat on the bench.
I am here for black mediocrity.
They fought for black people that had a right to be ass. John Thompson, Coach of Georgetown, he sat down with Bill Clinton and a bunch of other prominent white people and said, I don't want to have a fucking special standard because I'm black. I want the right to be just as ass as everybody else. And that's what they fucking fought for. But when this motherfucker goes out and have that game that he had the game before, again, who the fuck did they play?
The Browns.
Nigga, yeah. Like, this was ass, bro. This was
going back to what you just said about the difference between the different Ohio defenses. You're spot on. You're spot on. The Browns defense is way better than the Bengals.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, my daughter is.
It's all good. We have 2 people. We have 2 people on this show who have kids. So this is a weekly thing.
She said black QB lives matter. She yelling at you.
They got the same fucking hairstyle right now, bro. because of that, I can't talk about Lamar Jackson.
But that's the thing. I have been called on this program. I hate Lamar Jackson, and I don't. And I'm gonna echo my cousin's sentiments right here. I'm the same way. Like, yeah, it's the same thing, bro. Like, it's not that we have. And this thing I'm gonna put like this. There's enough black quarterbacks in the NFL for right now for y'all to not be getting mad at people criticizing one. There's enough black quarterbacks in the NFL for that. It's not like it's 20 years ago when all we had was Donovan McNabb and Dante Culpepper and shit like that. It's fine. He's a good quarterback. There's nobody saying that. But why is it when you talk about what he's doing that all of a sudden you don't like your people and, you know, and things like this? Why can't it just be about, self-hate? You know what I'm saying? Or things like that. Or somebody told me Justin Fields is bad too. Yeah, I just went in on his ass last week. I can walk and chew gum, nigga. Like, it's not.
Let's not go there.
It's okay. We're not gonna start. You call him Scramble Boy, but we're not gonna start that. Yeah. But either way, the thing about it is you have to be able to have some balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no problem with black mediocrity. That's why I love when mediocre movies come out that black people do. White people make mediocre movies all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? Like, Vince Vaughn been doing it for 20 goddamn years. Why can't black people?
Hey, hold on.
Why he deserve a straight?
Vince Vaughn? What you talking about, Vince Vaughn?
Vince Vaughn has some mediocre movies. Let's be real.
Why is he catching the stray, fam?
Hold on now.
When was the last time we clamored for a Vince Vaughn movie?
Last 20 years. You stop it right now.
You bugging right now, G. What you doing?
I didn't know you had some Vince Vaughn fans.
I didn't know. Talking like Vince Vaughn dropped yesterday, fam.
How he said wedding crack? Erroneous on all accounts.
I didn't know niggas
Bang,
went this
man.
off of Vince Vaughn.
Anybody got well, Bang, what you got to say about what Dan just said?
We actually agree.
We coming around. We coming around.
That's basically it. I actually agree here. You won. You got me.
Courtney, what is your opinion on this?
I gave you my opinion. First off, as a Lamar Jackson fantasy owner, his performance this season has been a bit demoralizing. Regardless, I am on a 4-win streak. So as long as he keeps being only slightly mediocre and not incredibly mediocre, I am a happy fan.
Dante, Mike, anything y'all got to say on this before we go to the next point?
I think this might be the first segment where I agree with Dan. G, I agree. Like,
now y'all agree with this nigga. Or last week,
because because it's different when you do it.
Like saying Dak is the best quarterback in the league.
You always put a little extra on it. Like he was just honest with it. I can respect that. Like
points were made. Points were made. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, ain't no Puerto Rican fucking quarterbacks out there. But you talking to somebody like I'm a fan of the White Sox, right? All them motherfuckers are Latinos. I've already said it. I need some January 6 motherfuckers on that roster next year. I need some white boys on that roster because I'm done with these lazy ass Puerto Ricans and Cubans. I'm done with my cousins. It's not working.
The views and thoughts of this show do not reflect the
I'm good. Get them wetos off the field. So I know exactly what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like how we were talking about the Caleb Williams shit. It ain't my job to uplift. It ain't none of y'all job to uplift nobody, whether he's black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian. You got to, you know what I'm saying? If you ask, you ask. And that's how we got to call it. How many times have we come on here and we're Bears fans, have we said, and we're also like Justin Fields fans heavy. How many times have we come on here and said the motherfucker's playing like shit? It is what it is. Nobody is devoid of criticism. So I agree. I missed the first segment, so I'm rocking with you. You 1 for 1 right now.
I got 3 more segments. Y'all not going.
All right. Let's see.
Don't worry about it. The second one, y'all actually might agree with this one, man. The second one is shut the fuck up, Trayvon Diggs. Like, bro, look, man, I don't give a fuck how you feel about Josh Allen. Yes, the motherfucker, he got that Favre in him. He gonna turn some shit over. You know what I'm saying? Brother, you was just all on the fucking internet praising God, saying God placed this quarterback in. No, I'm sorry, Stephon was just praising God that God put this quarterback in his life. For his brother to say, oh, he needs to get up out of there, this, that, and the third. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up, man. You look at his stats, dog. He was barely touching 1,000 yards on the fucking Vikings, bro. The motherfucker got like a 1,400 yards the past 2 seasons. He's already at like 800 fucking yards this season with 7 touchdowns, dog. Like, yes, turnovers, all that shit gonna happen. Josh Allen is a fucking gun, but at the fucking wide receiver position, your ass should not have shit to complain about. I think they said this on the stat. The motherfucker has the most targets and receptions of any wide receiver this year. What else can you fucking be crying about, bro? Like, I don't understand, man. Where you want him to go? You want him to go to Dallas or some shit? They can't afford your brother. Like, where do you want your brother to be, dog? Because it's a lot of fucked up situations this man could be in. He can still be in Minnesota right now. And I don't give a fuck how much how good the Vikings look right now and how good Charlie Villanueva look, brother, look. Hey. That motherfucker will be complaining like a motherfucker, dog. So I don't want to hear that shit, man. I feel like Trayvon Diggs is just like that's just corny as fuck, bro. Like, I get it. I get the turnovers and shit. I can understand how that can annoy somebody with Josh Allen. But acting like Josh Allen not a top 5 quarterback and like the Bills are just in disarray. Motherfucker, you're 1 game behind the Dolphins, who the fucking Bills put the Dolphins on that Summer Jam screen, dog.
He be talking about free his brother like he on the Bears or some shit.
Right? I don't understand.
You gotta feel like it when you got Josh Allen.
No, it don't. No, it don't. I will sacrifice.
Josh Allen was responsible for
I will sacrifice children.
That's gotta be exhausting.
I had Jay Cutler as my quarterback for 8 years. I will sacrifice newborn babies to have Josh Allen play on the fucking lakefront. I will sacrifice kids. Well, I will deal with those interceptions.
An elite quarterback. Like,
this thing I'll say.
I'm not saying that the situation between Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs there's not a situation. It's Josh Allen has regressed. He has been mid this season. And I understand Stephon Diggs' frustration, especially since he and Josh Allen are solely responsible for carrying that offense on their back.
But my thing right here,
there's nobody else in that offense that carries the same burden.
But my thing right now is Trayvon Diggs is putting unnecessary heat on Stephon. You know what I'm saying with these tweets. Stephon, yeah, we see him frustrated on the sidelines, but he don't ever say shit. He's not once said free me. He's not once said anything publicly against his quarterback. He just be pissed on the sidelines like every wide receiver that we've ever seen be mad that they don't get the ball that they're losing. So I understand, like I agree, because Trayvon Diggs could just shut the fuck up, because at the end of the day, like Bang said, like, yeah, you my brother, but I know you're not gonna put me in this position because I wouldn't put you in this position. Yeah, chances are he probably want to be free. He probably want to be somewhere else, and that's fine. He's probably ran out his lifespan in Buffalo, want to play on another team. But don't go out there and make it uncomfortable for me, because the only person that got to answer and speak to those tweets is Stephon Diggs when he walks in the locker room. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here,
hold on before you go, Dan. Before you go, Courtney, I know you got to dip, so we gonna get you up out of here. You're not gonna be joining us on Monday, right? Yeah,
I'm not. I do have a prior work obligation on Monday.
Prior work obligation on Monday, so she'll be back in 2 weeks. Enjoy your holiday.
I will. Right. Me and Shaker go into that Commanders Cowboys game where I will get to see the better half of who Josh Allen wishes he could be in Sam Howell. Just kidding, Dan. I saw you. I'm really excited about this Jets Bills game though this weekend. I think that might be a little bit more entertaining than the first time that they played. So yeah. I'm looking forward.
All right. We will holler at you in 2 weeks.
Sounds good, y'all. Enjoy your holiday. Cheers. Dan, don't say no crazy shit.
I'm out, Courtney.
Cheers.
All right. Dan, you go. Did y'all have anything else to say before we move to this next point or no?
I was just gonna say I agree. I was just gonna say, man, I agree with Dan here again. To the point where Trayvon Trayvon needs to shut the fuck up. Don't put your brother, especially your older brother, in the position where he has to explain shit about you. No matter how you feel, that if you're doing the right thing or not, leave him out of it, fam. He's already in a weird position, and you're going to put him in even a worse position? No, man, brothers don't do that.
Agreed.
Dan, go to your next joint.
Here, let's move on, man. Let's move on to the NBA. All right. Mm-hmm. This next segment is called Damn, AD can't have a bad game. Now, here's my thing, bro. Like, I understand the Lakers lens is real. I understand the LeBron hate is real. I understand Lakers tax is real. But now the shit is just kind of getting out of hand for me, man. You know, no one is more critical of Anthony Davis than me. But it's like, I think we got a lot of box score watchers out here, man, kind of comment on the Lakers situation. Like, here, like AD, hands down, I'm going to say 7, maybe 8 games of this season, been our best player. Go out there, 30 points, 3 blocks, 12 rebounds. Cool. I would say to my guys, like, man, this motherfucker AD hooping. He'd do that for like 3-4 games. And then they always say, just wait until he had that one game. And then that's when motherfuckers want to talk. But he had that game against Sacramento, right? And, you know, you got to give Sabonis was hooping. Like, he put him on a fucking summer jam screen. It happens. Like, you're going to have bad games. You're going to be ass. Like, I just feel like if AD wasn't on the Lakers, if that motherfucker played for any other team, the whole fucking psyche around this motherfucker, you know, fuck all the injuries and shit. We get it. You know what I'm saying? People get their jokes off and shit. But I'm like, you going to fucking sit in my face and tell me and talk about Anthony Davis like he's ass because of one bad fucking game, when on the night before the motherfucker had 19 and 11 and 6 blocks against the fake-ass defensive player of the year, held him to 8 points, played the Kings on the back-to-back, and because he had like 9 points that game, all of a sudden, you see, like, just shut the fuck up, bro. Say you a hater. Say what it really is. You just need some, because LeBron had a 28-point or 30-point triple-double that game. I need something to talk about. The Lakers lost. You're not happy with that. You know, that make a lot of motherfuckers happy. So a lot of the times, like the shit that they want to get off, they direct it to AD because they can't say the shit about Bron. That motherfucker, it's rarely that he have a bad game. But it's like, bro, I think any motherfucker that watches basketball or actually watches the Lakers can't sit here and say, oh, man. Like, I've seen comments like, you know what I'm saying? We can't win because of AD and this, that, and the third. And like, I'm like, motherfucker, even when you have his bad games, they usually be like 18 points. He had like 15 rebounds and like 4 blocks. And he's still our best player fucking hands down on defense, no matter how bad the fucking game he's having. And so I just don't understand this shit, bro. Like, I understand it, but it's like, just say you're a fucking hater, but don't sit here and say like, oh, he can't have a bad game. Like, motherfucker, he's not going to average 30 and 20 and fucking 8 blocks every fucking game. That's just not how it works, bro. So I just wanted to get that off my chest.
I'll go to Mikey first because I'll close it up. But Mikey, you what you think about AD?
I mean, you gotta remember though, damn, motherfuckers is gambling. So a lot of the new hate that these players get, and especially AD, is because his ass is 7 foot, not getting 10 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, people put money, real life money, on Anthony Davis to do shit. That's where I'm seeing a lot of slander come from. I watched the game against the Grizz. I watched the last couple games because, like I said, motherfuckers is gambling.
He averaging 33 points, 11 rebounds. You're not, and 3 blocks so far this season. You're not gambling correctly. Fuck them. First of all, fuck them $5, $10 parlays. And I don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. Talk basketball, and you don't give a fuck about the gambling, bro.
You talking about why people are going crazy on Twitter and be slander him. I'm telling you, it's a new age of slander. The majority of the slander that players are getting is because of that. But I watched him. He had Jaren Jackson in hell. What happened? But you know what happens? The thing with the Lakers and the thing with the Anthony Davis slander is it goes both ways. There are moments where, hey, AD, I need you to give me 30 and 12, and he don't. That Kings game, I was watching it. They were not fucking missing from 3. They were on fire. So at what point, you kind of got to shy away from AD there, and you can't chase 3s with 2s. You know what I'm saying? So just based off of the game script, like you said, motherfuckers be box score watching. If you didn't watch the game, then you don't see that, like, oh shit, Kevin Huerter got 15 in the first half. The Kings are shooting 60% from 3. They're down 18. Like, you can't really, when you're down 18, you can't play. You can't play through AD to you know what I'm saying, to cover that gap. Now you just chasing 3s. So that's really where it starts off with. And I mean, that's got to be a coaching adjustment. You just got to start off the game feeding him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to run the offense through him. But it's hard when you got a motherfucker like Bron who's still doing what he's doing. But I get it. Like, people do be box score watching. But if you're not sitting here watching the games, like, the Kings were shooting fucking lights out. So, like, at what point, you know, at a certain point, AD just becomes null and void.
I agree. Well, you're making my point.
Dante, you got anything before I go? Or...
Yeah, no, the thing with AD is, like you said, a lot of people, especially online, bro, a lot of the slander is just ridiculous. Like, when you do it the way he does it on both sides of the ball, like Dan said, you can't expect him to have that same output on offense. It's not possible. Like, it's difficult, especially for the fact he's a 7-footer. He's not a guard out there playing both sides of the ball. This is a big nigga out there running both sides of the ball. He usually has the toughest assignment on defense, and not to mention the pick and rolls. That's why he hates playing the 5 so much, because niggas try to pick and roll them to death, and then now he got to run around and chase guards, and then go on the other side. All right, we're gonna try to run the offense through you. That's why the Lakers can't really run plays through AD a lot, because that nigga be tired. Like Mikey said, if you actually watch the games, AD be out there working,
and he's not a legit 5. Motherfuckers forget that he was he was a 6'2" point guard in high school that just fucking shot up, and all of a sudden it's get your big ass down in the paint.
Yeah, and I also think that's why he falls around a lot, because up until, like he said, until he got to high school, bro was a point guard.
I'm still waiting for that growth. I'm still waiting for that growth spurt.
Man,
I'll say like this. I'll wrap it up with this. We go to the last point. Until I agree with everything y'all saying. I watch every Lakers game because I live in the area and these niggas come on, and I don't want to watch nobody else. So I watch the games. I don't hate Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis is a problem. This is the issue. And I think what you just brought up with LeBron is the thing. LeBron would be busting his ass out there. Like the fact that LeBron is playing this well at his age, and not that AD don't play well. Because honestly, I didn't really have an issue with AD in the West Conference Finals. Like I've said about the West Conference Finals a million times. I don't think Bron played bad. I don't think AD played bad. They just ran up into a fucking freight train. But I think the issue, they had a better team. It didn't matter. Like if you look at and when you come with NBA slander in general, as not even just NBA. A lot of people don't really watch sports. Like, let's just be 100% real about it. People just like to say shit to get jokes off. Like, it don't even be stuff like, oh, well, they getting their ass with what's going on. I'm not even watching them. I go check. Niggas is down 5. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? I thought they were down 25 the way you're talking. Right. So, yeah, there's things like that. But I think the reason the AD gets so much shit is the inconsistencies when it comes to, like, I don't know if showing the same energy every night. Like, I don't care if it was real. You shouldn't let Sabonis be busting your ass like that. And there's been games where even early in the season when you put up 17 points in the first half against Denver and then nothing in the second half. So it's like the inconsistencies there that you think that, oh, well, he can't deliver at the same level of LeBron James, which is honestly unfair to AD because LeBron moving to this level right now is some shit that we haven't seen in the NBA at all and haven't seen that many times in sports in general. So it's an unfair comparison, but also when you play for the Los Angeles Lakers, who are the NBA's Yankees, it's something that's gonna come with it. It's part of the process. So does AD get some unfair criticism? Sure, 100%. But I do also feel like AD does sometimes maybe doesn't give it when it comes to primetime matchups as much as people may want him to be. And also, this also goes back to what Mikey's saying, gambling. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get mad at fucking regular niggas. I see niggas cussing out Kevin Huerter because he ain't have a certain amount of threes. So I think it's when it comes to sports debates in general, a lot of people are thinking about gambling, whether it's $5 or even more money they're betting, is when it comes down to. But the fact of the matter is the Lakers aren't going to win anything without Anthony Davis. So yeah, and also it's way early in the season. As much as I do like to troll Anthony Davis, if he's still doing this shit like in March, yeah, it's a fucking problem. But it's fucking November, nigga. Like, so I feel like people need to pipe down on that. But Dan, what's your last point?
Yeah, before we move on, I just want to say one thing. Klay Thompson has not scored over 20 points this season.
Yeah,
he had 5 points last game.
He's done.
Was there. Yeah. And so shit like that is happening in the real world. And they will glaze over it and go right to AD. It fucking baffles my mind, bro.
Well, I also think it also depends on TLs too. There's a lot of niggas cooking Klay.
Yeah. Well, no, in my timeline, it's Klay and Wiggins. They both been ass. So like it might be just like it's all algorithm, But no, I see shit. I woke up this morning. I can show y'all my text. I text my best friend at 7 a.m. I said I think this motherfucker Klay Thompson might need to retire after this year. Like it's
bad.
He looking bad out there, but yeah, it's really just, it's how people consume sports and what they want to put out.
Yeah, and real quick, G, I know we joke about it a lot, but I also think the outliers make us really forget how hard this shit is. Like, prime example, Klay's been in the league 13 years and had 2 major injuries back to back. He should look like this. Like, he should be slowing the fuck down. Like, so when you had a Steph, you had a Bronze, you had a guys who played for 20 years, 18 years, and they still are elite in year 15, 16, 17. That makes us forget that for a lot of motherfuckers, no, after year 8 or 9, it usually starts to trend down for a lot of people, G. And so for Klay,
33, that's supposed to be it.
Yeah, for real. It really is.
100%. That's literally what I text my boy this morning. I say, yo, 13 seasons is a career. Ain't that what Mike played? Like, or you know what I mean? Or there was like the majority of the people back then, they played Mike 13 seasons.
That's all, from what I've
like
seasons in his career. We're gonna go there, but
6 for 6.
That's it. The only seasons that matter or happen in Michael Jordan's career. So just saying.
What's your final point, man?
My final point, man. The Clippers are like when your 98-year-old grandma threatens to give you an ass whooping, bro. Like, ever since this motherfucker Kawhi got to LA, it's the battle of LA. Every fucking year I'm supposed to be scared of the big bad Clippers. These motherfuckers done died, came back to life like 5 fucking times. They done choked. It's been okay. Bro, I'm sick of hearing about the fucking Clippers, dog. Like, I'm sick of people presenting it to me like, well, you know the Clippers is in there. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. They just gutted their team for some shit that didn't happen. You see Russ, this motherfucker Russ, he pulling a stunt, getting ahead of the bench and saying, I'm gonna bench myself. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You knew what was coming. You seen the shit. Either they already told you or you just got ahead of the benching beforehand, bro. But Kawhi, this motherfucker out there stuck in cement. Every time you niggas get the ball, if PG or Kawhi or James Harden ain't ISOing, y'all just lost. Y'all don't have a bench no more. I'm tired of hearing about the fucking Clippers, bro. I'm sick of the shit, man. I don't believe in these motherfuckers, bro. It's been what, 6, 7 years? How long has it fucking
It's been a long time. It's been 5, 6 years.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Man, y'all was.
You laugh because it ain't gonna hurt. God damn it!
I thought y'all.
The Clippers.
I thought y'all said your cousin had unreasonable takes, man. This motherfucker sound all right to me. You sound all right to me. You sound all right to me.
Come to Christmas, nigga.
Hey, I take Scott.
LeBron. That's why they hate me because I'm LeBron because I like LeBron. That's why they hate me.
I fuck with Bron too. Hey, how Wale? Hey, Wale got a bar that I always fuck with. He said I hope Bron drop 40 every night unless it's against DC. And that's how I felt. Like I hope Bron drop 40 unless it's against the Bulls. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm not out there playing. But I text Scott this the other day. I said, I think it was Sunday when they lost to the Grizzlies. I said, man, Scott, when the motherfuckers gonna give the Clippers a smoke and they just gonna blow it up? And then he brought up a good point. Ballmer is building up that stadium, everything.
They gotta make that work. Yeah,
they gotta wait. They gotta wait.
Scott. The thing, Kawhi and PG they both have player options. One of them motherfuckers is gone, bro.
And PG got the most value. PG got the most value because he's hooping.
And the reason why I pray to God the Lakers don't touch Zach LaVine is because that motherfucker PG gonna come right across the hall in that and get in that Lakers jersey. Mark my words, bro.
That would be fire. That would be fire. Scott, be real. Scott, be real.
Again, and like Kawhi's not gonna do it because he kind of constructed all that shit in the background and he built a super team or he didn't want to be a super team with and lost assets. I'm telling you, that nigga PG gonna be like, I ain't won shit. I can't hoop with none of these niggas. I'm taking my ass across the hall, bro. Why?
Yeah. That whole shit was a waste. Just like the Brooklyn Nets shit with KD, Kyrie, and all them. That shit was just a waste. They just wasting our time. I would rather see PG on another team. I'd rather see Kawhi on another team and just be done with that shit.
What you saying, Mike? You said you want me to what?
I was gonna say, be real. You live in LA. How many motherfuckers you see wearing Clippers gear?
Like 20 people.
When I'm not the Clippers.
When you're not working the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
This thing, and by the way, I have nothing bad to say about LeBron James. Shout out to my shout out all my uninterrupted family out there. By the way, that's my political response to that. My political ties will not allow me to talk about that man anymore. Shout out to LeBron. But this thing about I agree with when you text me that, Mike. I agree with you. If from a basketball perspective, this shit is not going to work. It's definitely not going to work when you brought fucking James Harden in, which he is like the team killer. With every place he goes, it's like destruction follows. So I agree with that. But also, there's two reasons why I don't think Paul George. One, Paul George, $48 million next year. It's a player option, but it's $48 million. I don't know who else is paying that nigga $48 million. Would it surprise me if he left? Absolutely not. At this point, I'm not surprised by any NBA player moving anywhere. Also, no, you should not want Zach LaVine on the Lakers because Zach LaVine is not going to help y'all win anything. And also, but with the Clippers, to me, it's all about getting to that new building, which I saw when I did the Chargers-Bears game a couple weeks ago. It's big as shit. That whole little thing they're building over there in Inglewood, it's a big part of what they're trying to build for the team. So, yeah, Kawhi is there to go. And I think Kawhi, as big of a Kawhi fan as I am, nobody gets away with less slander than him. Like he won that championship he won in Toronto was his was his shield. Like you can say fuck you, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. And also it's because it's the Clippers. Like I'm gonna keep telling you, LA is not a sports city, no matter how much my LA people disagree with me. It's not LA is not a sports city. There's two teams that people give a fuck about. It's the Lakers and the Dodgers, and then it's the Trojans are like third. Niggas like the Kings if they winning. Nobody gives a shit about the Clippers. Nobody gives a shit about the Rams. Nobody gives a shit about the Chargers. So yeah, there's not gonna be as much praise for them. I feel like national media hypes them up more than anybody. Nobody's thinking the Clippers. You turn on LA radio, it's all Lakers. It's all the Dodgers gonna get Shohei to jump the freeway and come to Dodger Stadium. It's that kind of thing. So from a basketball perspective, it's not gonna work. And then you hit the nail on the head with the Russ thing. He got out of in front of it because people I'm hearing from my people in the Clippers beat, the fucking Clippers low-key want to get rid of this nigga. And that's the reason they got James Harden to begin with, because they feel like Harden's a better fit. They feel like Harden's a better fit with Kawhi and PG than Russell Westbrook is. So I feel like if we know this in the media, the players know this shit. So Russ is trying his best to try to get in front of the situation. I don't think it's going to change anything. It might change tonight. They playing the Rockets. You know the Rockets been playing some good basketball. It might change from that, but long term, this is a cooked fucking product, and they got to move on. And everything at this point, it really from the beginning, it was all to spite the Lakers, because it's like, oh, LeBron's here, Kawhi just won a championship. This is his town. Like outside of the actual billboard, which I never saw in LA, by the way. I never saw that billboard in LA. It's really what it's been about. So to me, it's something that needs to end, but they're gonna ride this out at least through year one of the first year at the new arena. Dante, you got anything to say on this before we wrap this up?
Yeah, I mean, that's the key right there, the arena. I agree that, it's time to put up or shut up with the Clippers. It's been time for about the last 3 seasons. But at the end of the day, Ballmer knows he has to try to sell tickets in that arena. And for the last few years, they've been coasting off the fact that they share a building with the Lakers. And so, being at Staples, at LA Live, where you can get some extra traffic, as opposed to now you're going to be in Inglewood, and you have to give people a reason to come to Inglewood. And if you've been to LA and Inglewood, they close, but it ain't. You have to get over to Inglewood, my nigga. You have to pay for parking. You have to get back after the game. So, and
then when you leave the game, don't get the new gentrification fucked up. You walk down Manchester, niggas gonna be a whole bunch of hey blood.
Yeah. You walk a little too far, and this
walk a little too far, nigga. You gonna find out why Dre said Inglewood up to no good, nigga. You gonna find out very quickly.
But, exactly. So I mean, at the end of the day, that's my thing. You got to make it to that stadium. But I agree. The Clippers, they are who they are, and for the most part, they ain't really on shit.
Ain't really on shit at all, man. We gonna what's it called? Oh yeah, we are. All right. So we gonna wrap this up, man. Dan, you wrap it up, man. What you guys say? We get you up out of here.
Yeah. Here. All right, America. I want to wrap up this Friday by saying this. I hate Andre 3000. I want him and Lauryn Hill to burn in the same Bantu knot, shea butter hell together for eternity. Okay? Let me tell you why. I'm sick of this motherfucker teasing me. Fuck teasing me. I'm sick of him taking credit for some features damn near 10 years ago and him automatically having to be in top 5, top 10 rap all-time discussion. Listen, man, I get it, bro. The weight of celebrity and the fame monster is just so much that I'm so creative and fucking I don't give a fuck, bro. It's like Hov said, just because he wear a kufi, it don't mean that he bright. All right, just because the motherfucker play wood flutes and dress weird, it doesn't mean he's more fucking insightful or he's more in touch with the universe than me and all this bullshit, bro. I don't give a fuck. Just stop talking to me about it. You know what I'm saying? The first shit I seen on GQ, Andre 3000 is coming out with an album. I'm like, what? It's gonna be on fucking wood instruments and digital flute, whatever the fuck that is. Bro, listen to me. Andre 3000. I'm sick of you, bro. You look like the fucking hoteps in Hyde Park that be walking around. You know what I'm saying? The females that got the t-shirts wrapped around their heads and shit like that, bro. All we wanted was a rap album, cuz. It's been like 20 fucking years. I'm straight, bro. I'm good, man. I don't have time for this shit, man. Just stop patronizing me and take Lauryn Hill old tardy ass with you. Y'all both the same to me, bro. I'm good. Fuck that. Fuck them. That's it from Cousin Dan, certified.
That paper on this player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna